Hello, YouTubers. What's up? This is Evan. I'm Kyle.
Hi.
Say hi to YouTube.
Hi.
We're going to read you a story tonight. We're going to read, I don't know if you can see this, it's backwards, right? Ling and Ting, Twice as Silly by Grace Lynn. Alright, let's sit back and don't mind the camera.
So why are you doing that?
Alright, so they can take pictures. Oh,
Is this a piddle picture, right? Piddle.
can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, pictures is upside down and backwards. We're gonna have to figure out some photo editing here. Ling and Ting, Twice as Silly.
Alright, let me see.
6 stories. The garden, lucky red paint, on the swings, apples, reading minds, not a silly story. Cut our hair exactly like last time, please. Yes, exactly the same. Story number 1, the garden. Ting is in the garden. What are you doing? Ling asks. I'm planting cupcakes. Ting says, Ting, Ling, you cannot plant cupcakes.
They can.
Ting digs a hole. She puts in a cupcake. She covers the hole. See, Ting says, I plant cupcakes. Ting Ling says, cupcakes will not grow. Cupcakes are not seeds. Seeds grow. I will try anyways, Ting says. Day after day, Ting weeds and waters her garden. Ting waits, but nothing grows. Ting says, you are right. I will not have a cupcake garden. Cupcakes will not grow. Cupcakes are not seeds, Ling says. Seeds grow. Are beans seeds? Ting asks. Yes, Ling says. Beans are seeds.
Why?
Good, Ting says. The next, I will plant jelly beans. Story 2. Lucky red paint. Ling is at the table. She has a paintbrush and a can of red paint. What are you doing? Ting asks. I am painting my toys red. Ling says. Red is a lucky Chinese color. I want my toys to be lucky. Do you want to paint? Yes, Ting says. I want to paint. You can paint now, Ling says. I will get more paint. What should I paint? Ting says. Paint everything, Ling says. I will be back soon. Ting likes to paint. She likes to paint fast. When Ting paints, the paint splashes. It splashes on Ting.
And I don't know, that's funny.
When Ling comes back, Ting is covered with paint. Ling laughs hard. Ling says, I said paint everything. I did not say paint everything. Story 3, on the swings. Ling and Ting are at the playground. They are playing on the swings. How high you can swing? Ting asks Ling. I can swing higher than a tree, Ling says. You can? Ting asks. Which tree? Any tree, Ling says. Any tree? Ting asks. A tree that is taller than a giraffe. Yes, Ling says.
Dad, how big is a giraffe?
Really tall. A tree that is higher than the clouds, Ting asks. Yes, Ling says. A tree that goes up in outer space, Ting says. A tree that is higher than the moon. A tree that is as high as the stars. Yes, Ling says. Yes, yes. Okay, Ting says. Show me how you can swing higher than a tree. I am doing it right now, Ling says. We both are. We are, Ting asks. How? It's easy to swing higher than a tree, Ling says. A tree cannot swing.
That is easy to make words, right?
Story 4. What's it say?
Story. It's good.
What's this say?
It says,
Read it to me.
ready? APPLES.
Yep. What's that say?
Apples.
Good job. Story 4, apples. Look up there, Ting says. There are apples. I want to eat them. Let us pick them. The apples are too high, Ling says. We cannot climb that high. A monkey can climb that high, Ting says. Let us get a monkey. A monkey will get us an apple. A monkey, Ling asks. How will we get a monkey? We will go to the zoo, says Ting. We will take a monkey from a cage. The cage will be locked at the zoo, says Ling. Only the zookeeper has the key. A penguin will sneak up and take the key for us, Ting says. We will train a penguin to get the key. A penguin, Ling asks. How will we train a penguin? We will feed the penguin a fish, Ting says. Penguins will do anything for fish. We do not have any fish, Ling says. How will we get a fish? We will catch one, Ting says. All we need is a worm. Where will we get a worm, Ling says. We can get a worm from an apple, Ting says. Ling says, it's an apple we want. We do not want an apple for a worm. We want an apple to eat. But how will we get one, Ting says. Ling climbs down. Come with me, Ling says. I know how we will get apples.
How?
I don't know how. Do you know how?
No.
What do you think, YouTubers? Any idea how? Let's see. Let's read and find out. Ling brings Ting to the store. They buy many apples.
Yeah.
Story 5, Reading Minds. Ling and Ting are reading books together. Ling says, this book says some twins are special. Are we special, Ting asks. Special twins can read minds, Ling says. Oh, Ting says, let us see if we are special. Okay, Ling says, I will think of something. What am I thinking of? Ling looks at Ting, looks at Ling. Ling scratches her head. Okay, now you're in the way of people reading this, listening to the story. Come on, turn around, sit down, listen. Is it something spelled with 4 letters, Ling says? It begins with B. Ling holds her book. Ting looks at the book. Are you thinking of a book? Ting asks. Yes, Ling says. You did it. You read my mind. Now I will read your mind. Ling looks at Ting. Ting looks at Ling. Ling shakes her head. Nothing, Ling says. My mind is reading nothing. Ling, you are right, Ting says. I was thinking of nothing. Story 6, not a silly story.
Ready?
Let's see.
Can I read that?
Yeah.
NOTANSL11.
No. Good try.
11.
SI. These are letters, not numbers. What are they? They're straight line letters.
Straight 11.
No, letters, not numbers. 11 is a number. Come on, people are waiting to hear the story. L.
H.
No, what is that?
I don't know.
It's a Y.
Y. S.
Straight line with a line. Yes.
O. I don't know that letter.
R.
R.
We just went through it here. What is it?
I don't know.
You do know.
No.
It's Y.
Y.
Alright, we're moving on. Let us write a story, Ting says. Yes, Ling says, but we will not write a silly story. Okay, Ting says. It will not be silly. Ling begins. Ling and Ting were 2 girls. Let us not be girls, Ting says. Let us be rabbits. Okay, Ling says. Ling and Ting were two rabbits. One day they found an apple tree. Ling and Ting.
I'm hungry.
Once there were two rabbits named Ling and Ting.
I'm hungry.
You've had snack, you've had dinner, and your teeth are brushed. They found an apple, a cupcake tree. The cupcakes were at the top of the tree? Not an apple tree, says Ting. Let us make a cupcake tree. Okay, Ling says. One day, they found a cupcake tree. They could not reach the cupcakes. They had to use a lucky red toy to jump. Yes, Ting says. They jumped higher than the tree. They jumped into outer space. Outer space, Ling says. Yes, Ting says. Then Rabbit Ling said to Rabbit Ting, how will we get down? Ling and Ting used their lucky toy. They jumped so high that they jumped over the tree.
Cool.
But you cannot talk in outer space, Ling says. Outer space has no sound. Ling and Ting were special rabbits. Ting says they could read minds. So with her mind, Ting told Ling to eat stars. They flew in outer space. Ting told Ling with her mind to eat the stars. How could they eat stars? Asked Ling. The stars were really jelly beans, Ting says. After Ling and Ting ate them, they were very happy. They sank down to earth. After eating the jelly beans, stars, Ling and Ting were very heavy. They sank back down to earth. On their way down, they picked some cupcakes. They ate the cupcakes for dessert. The end. What about the cupcakes tree? Ling says. They picked some cupcakes on their way down, Ting says. That night they had cupcakes for dessert after dinner. The end.
No,
Ting,
it's not.
Ling, I said we would not write a silly story. This is not a silly story, Ting says. This is a very, very silly story. You're right, Ling says. It is a very, very silly story. Just like us, Ting says. Yes, Ling says. Just like us. That is the end.
No, it's not.
It is.
Then read the end.
Ling and Ting, twice as silly.
Then,
Thank you, YouTubers, for listening. Please like and subscribe. And Evan, you say goodnight to YouTubers and thanks for watching.
Good night.
I hope you enjoyed it and apologize for the not being able to see it very well.
Why?
Have a good night. Thanks for watching.
Then did you
Say hit like and subscribe and
Where is
say
that?
have a
Right
good night.
there? Right
Yeah,
there?
no, that's not. That's the end button. Tell them goodbye. See you tomorrow. Have a good
Goodbye.
night.
See you tomorrow.
They
Good
can't
night.
see you. You got to look into it. Now look into here.
Why?
Now say it.
Good night, guys. I see you tomorrow.
When you want to hit the end button.
Yep.